birthday of this little baby, which is the ZX Spectrum. This is the first computer I ever learned to program on, and it's a very emotional time for me because I've had this for a while, and to celebrate its 30th birthday, thought I'd take all the dust off and give it an unboxing and try and recreate that experience I had when I was aged 8 or whenever I got the first one of these. So box, it came in a nice little black number with the patented rainbow things on it. On the back there's a nice little picture of how to use it, including the good old cassette tape, good old ferric oxide. This is the computer itself. Then had a separate mains power adapter. There was a booklet which came with some games. You had to have your own cassette player, and then a television which you used to plug it into. So I'm just going to do the unboxing section now, and hopefully it'll be as much fun as it was whenever 30 years ago I got it. That's actually quite depressing. So there we go. Comes out. And there we have white polystyrene, the sound of which I really hate. I really can't stand that sound. And nicely embossed, I think that's the correct phrase. They've cut out the Sinclair name there. So it's Clive Sinclair, a little big round there. And there we have it, ZX Spectrum in its box. Here's the computer itself. So this is actually a fascinating keyboard. One of the things was that you'd program on it in a language called BASIC, and so you'd have instructions like 10 print Rishi is great was typically the kind of program that you would write as your first thing. And then your second program would be 10 print Rishi is great, 20 go to 10. So you just print Rishi is great again and again and again. And it was fascinating because it was a very colourful keyboard, and all the keywords for the programming language are embedded onto it, so you couldn't just type out RUN for run, you had to press the symbol shift. No, not symbol shift, cap shift or whatever it was, I've forgotten now. But yes, you were used to that. You were limited to the 7 main colours on the top there, though you could, if you knew how to program, you could change that, I think. At the back there's a slot for the power supply. Then you could put your expansion port in there. There was your microphone in here. So these were actually to plug your cassette tape into. So you used to play a cassette, have a cassette player, press play, and all the sort of binary information would be stored as a type sound, and it's quite fun while loading. And then that's the kind of socket you plug it into your television with. It also comes with really detest that squeaky sound. Nice little power supply there. So what did it take? 240 volts in, 50 Hz, an output of 9 volts with a 1.4 amp draw. UK 14,000 whatever, 1400 whatever that meant. All made in the UK, so yes, obviously this was an era where you didn't send your electronics off to China or Russia in that sort of Cold War period. And then various leads, so you're actually it does go to, so it's quite nice actually. You could actually still use this because it goes from the back of the computer into a standard aerial socket, so maybe I'll get around to trying that out later on today. That's what you play with your put into your cassette player, so one for recording. If you wanted to save games, for instance, you'd have to record, and then obviously as well. So there you go. This is my Sinclair ZX Spectrum that I am proud to own. You were my first love and the greatest. Happy birthday. Cheers for watching.